powers vested in us as the Secretary and the Deputy Secretary Generals of the East African Multi-United Nations, we hereby declare the 31st Annual EAMUN Conference open.
The program is one of those programs that helps bring together young people from all over East Africa to discuss what it means to be in one world, what it means to be part of the United Nations. And it's a wonderful opportunity for young people to begin to appreciate the complexity of dealing in a world of 193 nations and to try to figure out how it all comes together and what their part might be in it in the future. So it's a wonderful program, and I think it's a kind of thing that has great promise as part of the contribution of this kind of organization to world peace, to freedom, to the promotion of human rights.
The question of reducing violence against women in South Caucasus using Armenia as a pilot program. Taking into account that there exists a lack of awareness of human rights among women victimized by domestic abuse. Believing that reducing violence against women is a big step towards the Millennium Goal to promote gender equality and empower women. Appeals to the national authorities of Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia to include equal opportunities for women and men by fostering balanced participation of women and men in the political and public decision-making.
The resolution has been read. Is there a second? Second. The resolution has been read and seconded. We will now move into 6 minutes debate time for this resolution.
I urge you all to vote for this resolution because these women are in a society where abuse of women is rarely, if ever, mentioned. Most of these crimes go unreported. The main reason are the importance of upholding the honor of the family and the fact that they are ignorant about their rights.
And I just have a passion for leadership and young people just growing into being responsible leaders. I love the values for which MUN stands for, which is building leadership for tomorrow, but more than that, empowering young people to lead and to stand up and speak about the issues that the world is facing, but looking beyond the issues and coming up with solutions to those issues so that even if it's not affected now, they're thinking about it for when they do grow up and get into different institutions, because then they're able to really make a difference in whichever area they're in.
Colonization was good. Okay, let's take their point of view. Let's say someone comes to your home. They force themselves in and then they say, this is now my home. You've been living there, but they just force their way in and say, okay, stop doing what you're doing, stop dressing how you're dressing, put your culture aside and start doing what I want you to do. Is that right? No. What I believe, I'm not arguing that colonization did not have any positive effects. What they should have done is come and requested, knocked on our door and said, hey, I think you need some help here. I think, you could do with roads. I think you could do with a better language.
The UN as an organisation influences political choices all over the world. They may not be the actual government, but the amount of influence that they hold over certain governments is massive, that they could almost be the government there. Also, all around the world, to this day, the UN has armed peacekeeping forces, but they are still armed forces in countries all over the world. So in that way, the UN is seen as a positive thing, but we could also see it as a colony.
I have loved every minute of it. I dream MUN. I just love coming out for conference and seeing the potential in you young people.
Exciting. Debating. Peace.
Leadership.
Countries. Exceptional.
Interrogative.
Inspiring. Fantastic. Mind-blowing. Strict.
Stressful.
Competitive.
Life-changing.
Fulfilling. Brilliant. Phenomenal.
Important.
Exceptionnel.
Mind-lifting.
Educative. International.
Things. I like to talk to people. I like to find out about people. I'm more involved in the international aspect of what's going on in the world.
Bonjour messieurs, mesdames, bienvenue. Je suis très heureux d'annoncer notre résolution en français aujourd'hui. Cela, c'est notre deuxième fois pour nous débattre ici en l'Organisation des Nations Unies moderne d'Afrique 10 en français. Nous avons les 3 tuteurs professionnels ici pourvu qui ne pouvaient pas parler français.
2. Appelle les pays donateurs à donner une somme totale de 128 millions de dollars pour installer une centrale électrique solaire dans le désert du Sinaï d'une capacité totale de 80 MW.
2. Appeals to donor nations to donate a total sum of 128 million USD in order to implement a solar power station in the Sinai Desert with a total capacity of 80 megawatts.
Combien? 1000? 2?
Après la Seconde Guerre mondiale en Europe.
Est-ce que vous ne pensez pas que le conflit entre les juifs et les musulmans est plus compliqué pour être promouvoir avec les nazis?